Hello, good morning this morning. Yeah, this is another day for another bountiful and beautiful package for you on the show. Daybreak here on iBrandTV Lagos. We're here to do it the way we do it every morning for you here on your favorite dial on television. Right today, this is the second edition of it in the new month of August 2021. Michael Nath is my name. We've got it all packed and already on the delivery line. I'm not going to do it alone. Of course, you know. I've also got with me here. Hello.
Hi, Michael. Good morning.
Good morning.
How do you do?
And how do you do?
Amazing, thank you. So it's amazing Tuesday morning in the month of August. This promises to be an amazing month as we slowly wrap up the year. On the show today, it promises to be a roller coaster of interesting lineup of events, starting from the news update down to the paper review. We have interesting topic of discussion which we want you to be part of as you share your thoughts on our social media platforms. We have the sports update and then we wrap it up with the social media buzz. Right about now, we just start with the news update. The Commissioner of Police in Plateau State, Edward Ebuka, had said that 17 people were killed and 85 buildings burned in the recent attacks on Bassa, Riyom local government area of the state. Ebuka disclosed this on Monday while briefing newsmen at the end of an emergency state security meeting held at the government house in Jos. He said there were attacks in Jebu Miango in Bassa local government area where 5 people were killed on July 31st and 12 others killed on August 1st at Dambora in Riyom local government area.
The Nigeria Center for Disease Control has registered 11 coronavirus-related deaths in the last 24 hours, adding to a recent surge in infections driven by the spread of the Delta variant in the country. Now, the NCDC, which made this known via its verified website on Tuesday, added the country also reported additional 444 infections as at August the 2nd, 2021. The new infections indicated an increase from the 407 cases announced a day earlier. The country's case had been rising over the past few weeks since the discovery of the Delta strain of the disease, raising fears of renewed pressure on the health system.
And now moving on, the Minister of Communications and Digital Economy, Dr. Isa Ali Bantami, has announced the federal government's readiness to support state governments on e-governance and digital transformation. The minister stated this in Kano at a 2-day capacity building program on e-governance and digital economy organized for members of the Kano State Executive Council, according to a statement by the Chief Press Secretary to Governor Abdullahi Ganduje, Mr. Abba Anwa, in Kano on Monday.
Yeah, we're going to have sports this morning on the show. But let's just give you this tip. All right. Going 2019 African Games champion S.A. Brume on Tuesday gave Team Nigeria its first medal at the ongoing Tokyo Olympic Games with a bronze medal in the women's long jump event. Brume recorded a 6.97 meters jump in the final of the event at the Tokyo Olympic Stadium to win her first Olympic medal and Nigeria's first on the ongoing games.
Now lastly on the news update for this morning, the South Sudan on Monday swore in hundreds of lawmakers to a newly created national parliament, along with the condition of a fragile peace deal that ended civil war in the young country. In all, 588 MPs, a mix of delegates from the ruling party and former rebel factions who signed the truce, took the oath of office at a ceremony in Juba, presided over by the Chief Justice. Now, the creation of an inclusive National Assembly was a key condition of the 2018 ceasefire that paused 5 years of bloodshed between government and rebel forces that left nearly 400,000 people dead. All right, now that's it for news updates at this hour. We'll dive right into the newspaper review. Michael?
Oh, sure. And we've got right here in the house an analyst, the person of Comrade Raji Rashid Oyewumi, a social commentator. Good morning and welcome to the show.
Good morning.
Good morning. Welcome.
Good morning.
The way you're so relaxed. Okay, we are raising the curtain on this very segment with the daily trusts. And the banner headline there has it, Buhari Mom, as APC weighs options on Buni Committee. With riders there, cracks widen, uncertainty prevails. A caretaker committee meets today. Oshimbajo. Others continue search for solution. And danger ahead, lawyers warn. Let's go to the upper part of the paper where we have 2023, why Nigerians should reject APC, PDP. Jega, Transcorp's half-year profit leaps by 713%, Seplat nets $62 million. Let me stop there.
All right, now moving to the Punch. The top story here says the rising COVID-19 cases. That's a subheading. And NASG LCCI fear fresh lockdown. Federal government plans tough actions against the third wave. The writers are saying another lockdown will shrink government revenues, affect private sectors, citizens. Coming from NASG. Someone who cries out over daily COVID-19 deaths says red zone travelers abscond. And the last writer here saying Nigeria take delivery of 4 million modern vaccine doses from the United States. Moving down, DSS keeps 4 Igboho 8, produces 8 assaults journalists in court. Further down more, I'll just pick one story there. Say Yaba Tech students celebrate final exam, engage in fight and dies. Now, so the topmost part says NPC plans policy guidelines for diversing IOC partners. Here are some of the stories on the front page of the Punch newspaper.
Until this day now, a federal government Nigeria officially in third wave of COVID-19 pandemic, scary there, receives 4 million doses of Moderna vaccines from US, issues new safety protocols for diplomats, and the very top has its CBN, no plan to convert bank customers' foreign currency into Naira. Strengthens supervision of banks' compliance with new FX regime. That's it.
On our News Direct paper says, the topmost part of the paper says, DSS bows to pressure, produces 8 aides of Igboho in court. The World Bank AFDP provide $550 million support for off-grid solution. Governor Abiodun father dies at 89. And now the topmost part, the banner headline rather says, nationwide strike, resident doctors shun stranded patients. With writers saying as relatives seek treatment to private hospitals, no work, no pay directive will not work. I'll just pick one more from News Direct paper says someone who flashes red flag as COVID-19 cases surge in Lagos, Nigeria. Back to you, Raji Rashid. Okay. Here with me, social commentator.
Yeah. You're welcome once again.
Yeah, thank you.
Now the stories are about. We have a lot of stories on the papers today, but I'd like to pick from the. Yesterday there was a video that surfaced on the internet that DSS was seen harassing journalists, and now the top one of the stories in the News Direct paper says DSS bows to pressure, produces 8 of Igboho 8s in court. Now the questions in the lips of some Nigerians are asking, is the DSS above the court? God gives an order for these people to be produced. They were not produced. God had to give another order, and now the same DSS bows to pressure. So is the DSS now above the court order? That's the question.
To be candid with you, they are not above the law. They are not in any form. But there are some actors behind the scene that you are not seeing. You look at it from all angles. Nigeria has become a lawless society. People think they are above the law. And let's just be honest with ourselves. Nobody is above the law. But you have the opportunity, or you are closer to the corridor of power, you think you are above the law. But the law does not respect anybody. When the law wants to deal with whoever you want to deal with, those people will bow and they will likely regret their action.
All right. Thank you so much for
Thank
that
you very
brief
much.
response. Now we'll go right into the topic for today. Don't forget, the conversation still continues on our social media platforms.